Good morning, Plano Elementary School. I'm so glad to be with you today. Let's start by standing for our pledge and pause. Salute the flag. Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. P. Positive attitude in all you do. A. Act responsibly in all situations. W. Work hard toward success. S. Show respect to self and others. Thank you. You can have a seat. Well, I hope you had a good week in Plano. We are ready to get rocking and rolling for a week of learning. We've only got 2 weeks of school left during the year 2020, so let's make sure they count. We've got some exciting news to share with you this morning. I want to brag on our 6th grade showcase team. They had their meet yesterday, and it was very different than they've ever done before because it was virtual, but they were able to come to Plano and participate. But those team members did excellent this weekend. I want to let you know, these are the members of the 6th grade showcase team. Bennett Euland, Levi Garrett, Hannah Lambert, Christopher Nally, Jacob Smith, Brian Rogers, William Terry, and Bryce Blaine. So they were awesome. Overall, Plano finished in 2nd place at the 6th grade showcase event. So great job, team. And here are a couple of more individual awards. For science, in 4th place was Bennett Euland, 3rd, Levi Garrett, and 2nd, Christopher Nally. That's awesome. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place, all from Plano. In social studies, Bryce Blaine finished in 6th place, and Christopher Nally finished in 2nd. In language arts, William Terry finished in 5th place, and Levi Garrett finished in 1st place. Great job, guys. In arts and humanities, William Terry finished in 4th place, and writing composition, Brian Rogers finished in 4th place. And then our quick recall team did fantastic. They finished in 2nd place also. So we are so proud of you. And I want to give a shout out to Miss Kirk and Miss Pellegrino, who really did a lot of work. They probably did more legwork this year to figure out how to make this happen for our students. So thanks for all your work you did for them. And great job, 6th grade showcase team. Okay, we've got some fun things coming up. This Saturday, we have a drive-through breakfast with Santa. It's going to be this Saturday from 8 to 11. What we'll do is we will have a boxed breakfast, 3 pancakes, a sausage patty, and 2 syrup packets for $3, or 2 meals for $5. So you can come through, ask your parents to bring you just through our car rider loop on Saturday morning between 8 and 11 to get your breakfast with Santa. There might be someone dressed up in red as you drive through, so you might be able to see Santa as you come through, and we look forward to seeing our Panthers then. All right, related arts challenges this week. We have 2 challenges for you. First, in our music challenge, Miss Smith is challenging our students to sing your favorite holiday song and pat a steady beat while you're doing it. So it might go something like, jingle bells, jingle all the way. So we want you to practice that steady beat while you're singing your favorite holiday song. And record yourself doing that on Flipgrid to earn points for your house. And you all saw how close our house points are right now. So every point matters. So jump in on that music challenge. Miss Smith will put that Flipgrid link in your Google Classroom. This is also a special week because it is, we have an hour of code challenge. So Miss Vincent has prepared a choice board for students that they can use, and this is already shared with you on your Google Classroom. But these are some fun activities that you can choose to do related to coding. Coding is such an important skill. It's going to be a skill that all of our Panthers need to be successful in a 21st century environment. So we have a choice board for 3rd through 6th and K through 2. So those have already been shared on your Google Classroom. So if you participate in those, then share what you did on Flipgrid. And again, you can earn house points for that. So we'd love to hear about the experiences you're having with coding this week. This would be a great break from some of your other work, let you have some fun with coding and use your creativity there. All right, we also have a fun event on Thursday. This is our virtual science night. It's going to be live on YouTube. You can see the link on your screen. We will also share it out through Google Classrooms. But we're going to have Jason Lindsay, the guy from Hooked on Science. He's been with us several years in a row now. He's going to be back, and he's going to do live experiments with you at home. Now, we have the science experiments here, or the materials you need here at school. You can come by during our normal office hours of 7:30 to 4 to pick those up, or tomorrow we will be here between 5:30 and 6:30 to hand those out also if you want to come pick up your science kit. So come pick those up and then have fun with us on December 10th, that's this Thursday at 6 o'clock to tune in to our virtual science night. So it'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it. All right, so if you drive by the school, you might see our flag at half-mast today. That's because today is Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. Now, on December the 7th in 1941, our country was attacked by Japan, and that kind of ushered us into World War II. And that attack happened at Pearl Harbor, which is in Hawaii. And you can see here's a picture from that battle. We had many Navy ships that were destroyed, and there were lots of American lives that were lost that day. And to this day, there are still ships that are sunk underwater, and this is a picture of the USS Arizona. And today, well, maybe not today, but after the pandemic's over, you can visit Pearl Harbor, and you can actually see or like walk on this platform that's been constructed over that sunken battleship. So this is a really important time for, or a thing for us to remember as Americans, because World War II was a global event, but it caused over 600,000 Americans to lose their lives. And but not only were the soldiers impacted by this, but also life in America was impacted too. And I want you to think about this picture right here. This is a picture of a war ration book. So there were many things that were ration, or things that you couldn't just buy endless amounts of. You had to use a coupon from this war ration book to buy things like gas, coal, firewood, milk, meat, coffee, and other items. And so here are pictures of stamps that you had to use in order to buy those. So once you ran out of stamps, you couldn't buy that product anymore, and you had to wait until you received another stamp book. But then also, not only were ordinary citizens impacted, but the manufacturing industry, companies that had made cars, refrigerators, they all of a sudden had to switch and start making military products. Like you can see here, there's this is a factory that's building, looks like the parts of some bomber planes. Here's a factory that converted to building tanks. And this is interesting. This is Buick. You might know Buick as a car company, but they decided to switch from producing cars to producing engines for airplanes. So you can see on that picture there, it says, until total victory, we dedicate ourselves to the objective. When better war goods are built, Buick workmen will build them. So they all had a common goal. Let's go back. So our country had a common goal. They wanted to defeat the Axis powers and be victorious in World War II. And we call those generation of Americans, it's like my grandparents, maybe your great-grandparents, the greatest generation, because they all sacrificed in order to achieve a common goal, which was to defeat their enemies. And you might think, hey, there might be some similarities to what's going on there to our lives today. We've been asked to change our lives. But I bring this up not only because it is Pearl Harbor Day, But also, today is our first Monday meeting of December, and we're starting a new habit of the month, which is begin with the end in mind. And those Americans of that generation, they knew what their end goal was, and that was to be victorious in World War II. But that idea of sacrificing for a common goal can apply not just to them, but also it applies to us now. So I want to ask you, where do you want to be when we are allowed to return to in-person schooling? So we're going to have the end in mind. When we're able to come back to in-person schooling, where are we going to be? And I don't mean like physically, like what city, what state you're going to be in, but will you be ready to jump back into your normal routine because you've attended Google Meets and completed your assignments? Or when we come back in person, are you going to have a big struggle because you haven't kept up with that and now you've got a lot of work to catch up on? So I want you to think, to begin with the end in mind, just like the greatest generation did. I want you to apply that right now and think, all right, here's what I need to do in order to be in the best possible place when we're allowed to come back to in-person school. Well, that's it for our Monday meeting today, Plano. I hope you have a great week. Please reach out if you need anything, and we'll see you around.